All right, we're live.
Welcome everybody to Let Me Talk podcast. I'm your host Ron Morrison. I'm here with Rem the Hat Man Hart
What's good, guys?
and Pusher P.
We're going, family.
Gua, be youth.
Yeah, I'm just cooling, bro. Just cooling. So y'all ready to get this started?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
All right, bet. Yo, anybody got any fuck 'ems?
Yo, fuck the government shutdown. I'll go fuck what side's doing what. But you know what? There's a lot of families out there that depend on certain situations. If y'all to shut down right before Thanksgiving, talking about nobody getting snapped is trash. I don't
Yeah,
really depend on that shit, but I know people who do, and that shit is trash.
Yeah.
Women, children, families is not gonna possibly have a Thanksgiving because y'all want to argue in a big ass room with all y'all making six figures plus
and
about
still
some
get
bull is and y'all still getting paid. And you know what? The government shut down. Why y'all still taking tax out my check? Fuck is wrong with y'all? Shut all the way down.
Facts.
We're gonna shut down.
dead ass. That shit's annoying, man. Like I'm one of the families that's affected by this shutdown. Like I just went on furlough Monday, so well today officially starts. Uh, no pay for me, so I've been getting
I'm
paid
sorry
until
to hear
Thursday. So
that
that
shit,
shit
man.
starts, and it sucks because like niggas talking. I've been hearing like, man, this shit might go on to late November. And this shit might go on to January. Who knows? At this point, you just gotta wait the shit out, man.
It's a damn shame that we live in a society where I'll just go out and say it. I don't care at this point. I'm tired of rich white men thinking that they can control the world and don't want to suffer the consequences of their actions because we all know the reason why the government is shut down. It's not because y'all want to fight for anybody's rights or y'all want to have things a certain way. It's because I forgot her name. There's a lady who's supposed to be elected to Congress or some type of position. And if she gets elected, she wants to release the Epstein files. So, in order to prevent that, they're delaying everything in government. They don't want people to know that they've been involved in some deep shit. And as a result, you have millions of people who are suffering from being furloughed from the government, on top of the thousands and hundreds of thousands who have been laid off over the past year and change. You have people who rely on SNAP benefits for feeding their families, and they can't even figure out what to do to feed their families, not even just for Thanksgiving, but just in general. So as a result, people are going to have to do what they have to do and utilize resources, or hopefully they don't have to steal from stores. But it's a shame. Like we should be able to take care of our country and have people have the basic need to buy groceries. And it doesn't make sense that we have a government that doesn't care about our people. They'd rather line their own fucking pockets and let people suffer. So that's my fuck them too.
That's a fact. And for those who don't know, I made a post on my Facebook, but everybody don't follow me there. So I'm gonna say it here. Listen, we all got afterpay and Klarna and all that shit. We be shopping on buying sneakers and all that. They also let you shop at certain supermarkets and or Walmart. Walmart takes afterpay. So if you need groceries, man, throw that shit in the cart, put a down payment on me and pay it off like I pay rent and shit, man. Ain't no shame in that game, bro. You
None at
understand?
Also,
all.
I was gonna say also Affirm got a debit card that works anywhere as well. So if
Yeah.
you
That's a fact.
for necessities, just make a cash payment, a cash plan. Figure out how you want to break it down in payments and go shop.
Listen, I do it myself. Me and my wife. Like when we between checks and we need some groceries, then God don't be like, you know what? We'll pay it in full. We got this. But that's where we at in the trenches. since after the pandemic. You know what I mean? So we all out here struggling and striving, trying to make best what we got. You know what I mean? Right now, it's F the government. You know what I mean? We gotta look out for our own. You know what I mean? So if I find out any resources, I'm gonna report it. You heard?
Also, speaking real quick about resources, I did post this earlier on my social media pages. If none of y'all follow me there, but while I may not have it, I do know there are people who are less fortunate who might not have what I have. So, starting off just in Delaware for locally for now, if you're in the Delaware area or if you know someone in the Delaware area, I'll be sponsoring 5 families for Thanksgiving this year. All these is doing a promotion where for $40 you can get enough food items to feed a family of 10, and that includes like a whole turkey, mac and cheese, stuffing, sweet potatoes, and all that. So for the time being, I'm sponsoring 5 families in Delaware. I am looking to try to see if I can do it on a global scale, if more resources come in over the next few weeks or so. But for the time being, it's just Delaware. So if you know anybody in the Delaware area who could benefit from this, all they got to do is just go to my social media pages and just comment what part of Delaware they're from, and we'll try to do what we can to help you out.
Yeah.
Because we come from New York, we come from Harlem, like we know what it's like to struggle and not have it. And I've always been a person to pay it forward, even if I don't have it, because like I said, what I might not have, or rather what I have, might be the world to somebody. So I don't want to see people out here suffering, especially if I know I have resources to help. So anybody in Delaware, if you hear this, just reach out.
Hey, that's what's up. That's what's up. Any other fuckums? I
got fuck real quick. I fuck them to myself because I went to Burger King again for a second time. So yeah, I didn't learn my lesson from last week.
Yeah, last time I was on, you was talking about the Burger King nuggets was slap, and here you go again. It's been a month and I'm back. You still talking about Burger King stuff?
He flip flopped.
I keep going to different locations, man. I got to redeem myself. You know what it is? The last time I went to one and it was actually good, as surprising as it was a rest stop. You know how you go, like when you go on the road, you go to the rest stops and then like they have like the restaurants there. They had some really good chicken fries, and I was like, yo, these kind of hit, but they don't hit at any other restaurant.
Nah, the chicken fries you be slapping alone.
Y'all are both wilding, but I'll let y'all have it.
All right, so check it. So you say we wilding for that. Would you eat gas station chicken?
I have eaten Royal Farms. I have.
There we go.
No. I'm not talking about y'all eating at a rest stop. I'm talking specifically ordering chicken fingers. That's what I'm talking about.
No, chicken fries.
Chicken fries.
Correction. My bad. Yeah. Chicken fries. I apologize.
As if he's going to change his mind about his opinion. He's still going to say we're wilding.
Yo, my bad. I apologize. Chicken fries. Y'all both are wilding for you.
Them shits is good, though. I ain't going to hold you.
They are.
I'll leave it for y'all. I'm not touching them that deer cartilage ankles. I'm gonna stay away from the ratatouille chicken fries. I'm good. A quick fuck to FanDuel. This is all alleged, but apparently after the 1:00 games, I believe FanDuel shut down. Nobody knew why. They just shut down. Allegedly, multiple people hit for over 500 racks. And they just said, nah, we ain't paying this shit out. And shut it down.
Lawsuit is coming.
Yo, bro.
And they came back and credited or something like that. This is all alleged. I'm not sure, but from what I've been seeing, that's the rumor that's going around.
You should have called Chauncey Billups, bro. He'd have got you in there.
Wow.
Allegedly.
But to whoever hit that 500,000, yo, holler at the parlay boys, yo. We trying to figure out what's going on, yo.
Facts.
You know what this reminds me of? A few years ago when I was in the stock market or got into stocks, I don't know if you heard of that app called Robinhood, but they this is like people were like, I forget, well, it was GameStop. GameStop was like going out of business, and a bunch of like young people were like, oh, let's go invest in GameStop. and like make the stock go up. So I was one of them. And I was like, all right, cool. Let's go invest in GameStop. Let's see what's good. And people made like we made like thousands of dollars around that time through GameStop. But then the problem was it wasn't just us as a group. You're talking about like hundreds and hundreds of people invested and they started making a fortune. And they undercut a lot of those white people who tend to make money off of the stock market. So they complained, shut the whole entire app down, and try to say, oh, well, you guys were investing illegally.
Right.
And it's the same situation. When the little guy makes money, all of a sudden it's wrong. But if it was somebody else who had a hedge fund or a trust fund who did it, yeah, we're going to pay him out. That's no problem.
There would have been no problems at all. That's how it normally goes. But yeah, so let's get right to it. We're not gonna hold y'all too long. Uh, what's on the docket for today? I know a Saturday night main event was the thing. Let me ask y'all real quick before we get into it. How y'all feel about this John Cena final matchup battle royale? Who y'all got winning? Excuse me. Who y'all got winning? Personally, I think it's Gunther. I mean, that's already been kind of the rumor circulating. But what y'all thinking?
I don't even know who's in the battle royale, but to have a battle royale is dope if they're gonna put a bunch of top tier talent into it. It can't be like a normal WWE battle royale where you can see who's winning from a mile away. Like it gotta be a lot of old shit moments for me.
A bunch of mid carders, and then boom, here comes Brock Lesnar. It's like, well, we know who wins this. We know who wins this.
That's a fact though, bro.
That's how Vince would book shit. Like you got Penta, you got the what you call it, the Judgment Day, and then boom, here's Brock Lesnar and Triple H as the final two.
Yo, Triple H is the final one. It's hilarious.
He said Triple H. That's crazy. Your man can't even get in the ring no more, but I bet you find a way to book himself.
Because he's the game. Come on, he played the game. What you talking about?
I feel like for John Cena's final match, they should play all the songs from his album. Just one good time so it can go platinum again.
No.
I ain't gonna hold y'all. That shit's in my eyes.
I was saying, ain't even a joke behind it. Just straight up no.
That's all right. It's double platinum in his household. No features. But all seriousness though, I'm excited. Is it a battle royal or is it a tournament?
Battle royal.
It's a battle royal.
Okay.
Tournament would have been better, but it's a battle royal.
Gotcha. That's interesting. Like, I don't know necessarily who's going to be in it. I heard for months it was going to be Gunther, but for me personally booking it, you got three guys who could use that win. Obviously, Braun Breaker, because he's going to be the future of WWE, and you know him taking out Seth and then taking out Cena would be a big stepping stone. I would personally book Obafemi to do it. Coming straight from NXT, going right to the main roster and retiring Cena would be like the way to hotshot his career. Another choice I'd pick might be a little bit unpopular, but I think he can handle the workload. Trick Williams.
One man, Tricky. That's
but it has
guy.
to be a Trick. He's definitely shown a lot of improvement over the past few months as a heel. But it definitely has to be somebody who's a villain. Like it can't be anybody like Sami Zayn or Cody Rhodes, because it has to be whoever beats Cena and retires him, no matter who it is going to get booed. Because nobody wants to see Cena leave. So whoever is going to be in his last match has to be a villain.
So that brings it back to Gunther.
And Gunther would be perfect.
Anybody but Goldberg.
Man, fuck Goldberg. And if it is Goldberg, they should have Oscar come out and like take him out just for no reason.
That's a fact. And then she goes to Goldberg. You're not ready for Oscar.
He doesn't even refer to her by her name. He just says, "Oh, some girl."
You know he knows who she is. He's just capping right now.
But yeah, those are my picks. I think it's going to be a pretty good battle royal. I'm interested in seeing how they're going to do it. My only question more so is whoever wins and beats Cena and retires him, where do they go from there? Like if it's let's say if it is Gunther, he's already been a world champion before, twice actually. So does he go for the WWE title? Which is one of the reasons why I don't think it might be him because again, like for to have that moment to retire John Cena means you getting elevated to like a certain level, and I feel Gunther is already there.
Hmm. I mean, it would be good if Gunther does come back and switch brands and go to SmackDown because he did everything he could on Raw. Everything
Yeah,
points back to Gunther, no matter how you think about it.
Yep. But is he really the challenger we need?
let it be Oba.
I'd rather it not be.
It needs to be somebody black. I feel like y'all have had so many allegations about having not pushed black talent. Give it to one of your bigger black athletes. Give it to Oba. Give it to Trick. Give it to Mello.
Uh, I'd rather give it to Mello than any one of them.
Yeah,
Mello, yeah,
Melo needs
Mello.
a break.
Yeah, I'd rather give it to Mello than any one of them. I'm not mad if either one of them gets it. I just think Mello needs it a lot more than they do.
He definitely needs something because I honestly feel if they bring Trick to the main roster, they're going to just have them team up again.
Ah, has Trick actually just surpassed past Mello? Surpassed Mello?
I want to say he
Honestly,
has.
yeah, like Trick
Then again,
established himself. I'm sorry.
no, I'm just going to say real quick, I don't think he necessarily surpassed him just yet because if you talk about like their level of success on NXT, yeah, they're kind of the same. But if Trick actually gets more feuds on Raw or SmackDown when he shows up and gets a belt or gets more opportunity, then yeah, I could say he surpassed him. Because it's easy to get pushed in NXT and TNA because it's NXT and TNA. Once you get to the main roster, it's like, oh, you're black. Well, we already have a black champion in Jade, so we can't push any more than that. We have a quota.
Eh,
But you gotta say he put himself on a different plane with that TNA run.
Yeah, I was
You know
gonna
what I
say
mean?
like let's not
He,
diminish
he
TNA
set
like it's
himself.
hotter. You know what I'm saying? My bad, Rim. Go ahead.
Yeah. No. I hear you, bro. Now I was just saying with that TNA run, like he really set himself and grew into that role. I love that whole person he became as the TNA champion. Like his heel work and his asshole level went up. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
fucks with it. So
Man,
and like Ron was about to say, like basically you can't put TNA in the NXT basket, even though they have that partnership. TNA will always be TNA.
and it's safe to say he brought like views over there. You know what I'm saying? So now,
Mm-hmm.
could Melo do the same? Probably. But at this moment, like, I don't know, man. Trick Bag looking a little bit well, let me not say bag. His value looking a little bit better than his, than his boy right now.
Yeah.
As far as NXT runs. I mean, sure, like I get Pat's point of saying, well, he's on the main roster, Trick ain't. So it's like you got that point, but I
It's
don't
not to
know.
knock Trick. It's not to knock Trick Williams' run because I definitely agree, especially in the last few months he's been a heel. Trick has stepped it up big time for NXT and TNA. I just don't want people forgetting how great Melo's run was as the NXT champion and how he kind of put that brand over the top with a lot of good matches and his feud with Trick. That's all. I just don't want his run or like his value being lost in the shuffle simply because once he went to the main roster, Triple H just had him as an afterthought.
Literally, only thing I can remember now is Melo Don't Miz. You forget about that great series of matches he had with Andrade, but after they
Hmm.
went basically split decision, they didn't do shit with either of them guys.
Melo could have easily been the one to dethrone Sami Zayn, but they put it on Dragunov. Who, don't get me wrong, Dragunov did some shit in NXT. He had a lot of great matches too. But it's like, okay, you come back after a year, win the US title, cool. Melo could have done that.
Hmm.
He could have. I don't think
Well,
nobody.
he did come out to face Sammy a few weeks ago, but the Miz came out and they started a whole brawl, so he didn't get that match.
Wow.
Um. So how do we feel about the actual? I want to say touchdown, but not touchdown. The actual Saturday night main event. How do we feel about it? We liking it? We hating it? Is it ass? What we thinking?
The main event itself or like the show overall?
Well, the show itself. Let's talk about the show itself. Let me not talk about the main event. The show itself.
Hmm. I
Well,
felt like
go ahead, bro.
no, go on, you good.
No, I was gonna say one. The only match I really enjoyed was the Jade Cargill match. The Cody
Hmm.
match, I'm like, you know what? I'm tired, and I'm not even a Drew fan like that. But at this point, I'm tired of Drew just losing, bro. Like,
Yeah.
if it was a time for Cody to lose and for Drew to win, it was there, bro.
Yeah,
Like, how you got
I just knew
that
Drew.
match situation was wild, bro. Like, so basically, Drew could have won if there was a count out, or if he got Cody to attack him. You know what I mean? So the cards were stacked for Drew to win, and he still lost, bro.
Shit, nuts, bro.
And I love Cody, but I'm like, all right, Mr. Raheem, we gotta do something else, bro, because it's Drew time. Like once I see Drew claymore him through the announce table a few months back, I'm like, yeah, it's Drew time, and then here we go. Drew
Yeah, like
loses it.
we've joked about Drew McIntyre losing when he was fighting Roman Reigns because it was like, all right, well, like any feud, you lose, you go back and forth. Like how Cody and Seth were, like you go back and forth, you win some, you win, lose a lot. But at this point, it's like anytime Drew McIntyre wins the belt, and I said this as a joke in the group chat, but it's actually true in my opinion. Drew is basically like the Team Rocket of WWE. You give him opportunities, and you think that all right, you're going to overcome the odds, but you just always fall flat. And it's not his fault. Like I'm starting to honestly think, like Ray was saying before, like Drew got some pissed off somebody backstage because it don't make no sense that you have all these opportunities to beat somebody for the belt, whether it's Cody, whether it's Damian Priest, whether it's CM Punk, and you
Mm-hmm.
never win one.
Yeah, I agree.
Never the bride, always the bridesmaid.
Yeah, that match was bullshit. He should have won. It was a good match though, but he should have won.
No, no, the match
Oh
was good. Like you said, he should have won.
yeah. Up next, Rem brought it up a little bit. Coghill versus Stratton.
I liked it.
I
She got
loved it.
Tiff. You know what? It was a full circle moment. I know we always joke about Triple H and his long term booking, but after that post that Tiffany made on social media, I feel like the black community stood in ovation for Jay winning that match. Not even just like beating her, she dog walked her. Multiple power
Man,
bombs. She was like,
she
"Nah,
the dog shit, bro. like, yo, when I watched that, I was watching it live, my face was like this.
Yeah, she good.
Like, Shorty got no office in at all, bro. I'm like, yo, she came to handle business, man. Like, she just came in and just wreck shop, bro. Like she put the beats on Shorty, and I loved it.
You think she pissed
But the
somebody
only
else
thing I
off?
didn't like about that match, the only thing I didn't like about that match was the commentary because they trying to make excuses. Oh, Tiffany was attacked last week and she's kind of injured. We gave her chances not to accept the match, but she's a fighting champion, man. Fuck that. She got her ass whooped and she deserved every bit of it.
Got that ass beat. Got that ass beat.
You got knocked the fuck out.
Facts.
This is how they should have booked Jade Cargill a long time ago. You don't need that many wrestling moves. You don't need 5-star classics or 10-minute matches. Go in there, dominate, get the pin, leave. That's all you need.
She was officially Jade Berg at Saturday night's main event.
And no matter what anybody says, she'll always be better than Goldberg.
Facts.
Fuck Goldberg.
I mean, yeah, fuck that dude. And not any arguments here.
Goldberg gonna write to the podcast. You know what? I don't like those blacks, man. I don't like them at all.
Them blacks is crazy. Them blacks is crazy coming from a guy who can't walk to the door without busting himself open. All right.
You know who Goldberg is? I don't know if y'all fuck with SpongeBob like that, but do you remember that episode where the guy had like broken bones just by walking and he had a body cast?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's his nigga Goldberg. Nigga Goldberg sneeze. Broken arm. We make fun of Kevin Nash so much for breaking his quad, but I think we should make fun of Goldberg because at least Kevin Nash injured himself because of his height, his weight, and just wear and tear. Goldberg DDT'd himself. Doing his own move.
That's always something that I will never understand. Like, oh, how do you DDT? Like, to DDT yourself is nuts. Like, really about that. Like, you really said, you know what? I'm a spear, and I'm gonna just dive more into that spear and just take myself out with it. Let's see the Pentagon, Rusev. Was it Dominic Mysterio match?
Yeah. Oh my God, that match. First of all, I just want to say, as being a day one fan, it's so amazing to see how far Dom has come from going to like everybody hated this nigga. They just booed him because they're like, I'm sick of him. I don't like him. He's such a why is he here? To getting cheers and being like one of the most talked about characters on WWE. So props to Dominic Mysterio for that. Second of all, that match shows that nobody fucks with Rusev because when Dom rang the bell and had Rusev thinking he was winning, nobody cheered, nobody reacted. It was just Rusev going, yeah, and the crowd was like dead.
Like the crowd was hit to what was going on, right? Like,
I don't know if you peeped it, but when they did in the beginning, when they show all the people that's gonna wrestle and all that shit,
yeah,
I don't know if y'all peeped it, but when Rusev's name was showed, when he was showed, and he was all like, it was quiet then.
Yeah,
nobody said nothing. It's like, why are you here, bro?
Like we always talk about like how WWE doesn't push talent or AEW drop the ball or whatever the case is, but there are some talent like Rusev where it's like it's you. You're real. It's not never to knock anybody who wrestles because I don't feel like we should knock talent because you go out there and do your job, but there are some talent who aren't as over as they think they are, and I feel like Rusev is just one of those guys who kind of thinks he was hot shit at one point, thinks he should be in a better position. But realistically, your gimmick mostly came from your wife and Aiden English.
Yeah, once Rusev's day was over, that was it, bro.
Yeah. But it was a pretty good match. I actually want to see Penta eventually take the Intercontinental Championship from Dom, just because you need like a baby face on his level to do so. But like I said earlier, I'm proud of like Dom's success. I know people are going to be like, I'm reaching for the stretch or whatever the case is, we always say. But I kind of compare Dominic's success to like how The Rock was when he first started. Just in terms of like the way they went from like being a disliked babyface to a heel in a faction where essentially that heel takes over the group and becomes the most popular person in that group.
I can see that. I definitely can see that.
Now, will he get that Rock-like push? Probably not. I don't see him ever getting to that level, but I can see him succeeding in maybe not next year, but maybe like the year after that, probably getting a world title.
But
He's got
doesn't
time.
that kind of make Dom a Grand Slam champ right now because he's holding the big title in AAA? He's been IC champ, he's been tag champ, and he also has two mid card titles. He's holding the Intercontinental, and he also was North American champ. I mean, your
That is
man
true.
Dom, man.
It also depends on if they count that as Grand Slam. Like I kind of feel like if you're all under the same umbrella in WWE, it should count because realistically, it's not like the old days where you only had the World, Intercontinental, and Tag titles, and then Shawn Michaels had the European title. If it's all under the WWE umbrella, if you win, as long as you win a main World title, a main mid card title, and a main tag belt, I feel like that should qualify as Grand Slam.
I agree. It should.
What other matches are on the card?
I was going to also ask Jay versus CM Punk.
That I don't know because it looked a lot like Jay just like messed up a lot of spots in that match, even to the point where like CM Punk had to give him a receipt and kick him because he messed up a simple neck breaker. And there was a rumor that I saw, I don't know how true it is, that Jay was like intoxicated during the match.
Yeah, that's the rumor that's going around that he was on some of that. Ooh, ooh. I don't know how true that is.
Yeah, same. But
But
no, go on.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say, just like in terms of just like the match itself, I don't think it was anything special because of that. I think, Jay kind of got gassed out pretty early. Punk did get pretty gassed himself too, but it was more so later in the match. But I am glad that Punk did win the belt. I'd have been fine if Jay won the belt, but I also do kind of feel like Punk would make a better champion if you're talking about feuds going forward. I think Jay kind of has to refocus his character. Because people have been booing him lately online and saying that, oh, you're just an entrance. And I feel like he kind of has to tap into that and switch his character up a bit. And Punk has more. There's more Punk can do for the belt. Like whenever Seth returns, of course, they're gonna have a rivalry and a feud. I'd hope at some point LA Knight and Punk can revitalize their feud, and maybe Knight's the one to beat him. Of course, there's Drew McIntyre, but I wouldn't want him being another title feud and he loses. But yeah, it wasn't that great of a match. It was just a good outcome. That's all.
That's who I actually wanted to win that tournament was LA Knight, to be honest with you. Like LA Knight is another bridesmaid. Like he's always right there, but he just can't get it done. You know what I mean? But yeah, that match was like I was tuned out. For main event, I'm like, I gotta watch this shit on Raw and SmackDown, to be honest with you. You know what I mean? And kind of figured Punk was gonna get the title. Like Pat was just saying, Jay gotta go back and reconstruct and rebuild himself because everybody think he's just the entrance. I mean, especially when you do your entrance for 10 minutes and then you get to the ring and then you run it back another 5. So it's like, yeah, bro, you gotta change that up, bro. Get a new moveset. Do something.
I mean, personally, the Yeet thing been kind of it worked. It's cool, but like, I mean, are we shocked that we're at this point with it? It doesn't mean anything. Like, it's a cool thing to say, but it doesn't really necessarily mean anything in the terms of wrestling. In the terms of wrestling, yeah, like we know what the slang word means of Yeet, but like in terms of wrestling, it's just something that he says. Like even the fact of no Yeet, like that shit meant nothing.
Yeah. Well, top of that shit, bro, is like it became a crutch. You know what I mean? Like even when you watch the promos, like people be coming at his whole set, and then he'll respond like, "Word," but you know what? 4 letters. What word? Like, bro, like,
Right.
That's like
your whole life, bro. That's all you got to say, my guy. All right.
fuck your family, fuck your wife, fuck your kids. Well, you know what? I got 4 words for you. 4 letters. 1 word. Yeet. Listen to your brother Solo. 4 letters. 1 word. Stop.
Stop that shit. That shit was so funny.
Dead ass.
Stop. Yo, Solo was funny as shit.
I can't wait for Solo to get his shine and finally get pushed as a main eventer, man. Solo was funny as hell.
Nah, he is. He truly is.
But I think what they're gonna end up doing is announce that Jay was the one who attacked Jacob Fatu and turn him heel.
All right. All right. I guess. I'm just tired of this Samoan storytelling. Like,
I think we all are at this point.
right,
At this point, we're tired of them fighting. We're tired of them repopulating. We're tired of them having more kids. Like at this point, just give them their own brand.
bro. Yo, for real, for
Samoa,
real.
it's like Samoa Night main event or something like that.
Yo,
That's just crazy. Nah, I'm with you. I don't. And there's other things to do with other people. I just don't see the appeal of consistently putting a 5-2 against a 5-2. Like it worked when it worked. Now it's just like, you know what'll work? Let's just all put the band back together again because they all know each other, got chemistry. It's like, yeah, that's cool and all, but like, bro, I'm tired of seeing it, man. God damn.
I feel you, bro. And another thing, your boy Rikishi need to stop hopping on his podcast and ration out every time Jay lose or Samoa lose. Like, bruh, he wasn't gonna be champion forever, my guy.
But he act like he was champion forever. Like he talking like he got some stake to really put in it. It's like, you was never really the man. Like you was the man because you danced. Like that's it, bro. And you put your booty in faces. Don't disrespect, but you acting like, yeah, like you should know that these band, like everybody in that joint should be champions. Like nah, that's just not how it works. Because if that was the case, you should have been champion. And you're
He was
Rakishi.
the champion, but
Nah, we talking about the champion.
the champion.
Yeah, him and his Rakishi wear. But anything else wrestling related y'all want to talk about, or y'all want to get up out of here?
Nah, that was basically it. You know, we chopped it up about that weekend NBC show because it ain't a pay per view.
Yeah, damn sure wasn't. Like that's all that really mattered, for real, for real.
Shout out to Jade
Oh.
Cargill again, man.
Yeah. Only thing I want to, it ain't got to be a long discussion, but just the observation. So if you haven't watched Raw, I'm just watching highlights from my phone. WWE, don't turn Logan Paul babyface, please. It's not gonna work. That man, because what happened was, I forgot who they jumped, but like the Bronze attacked somebody, and Logan Paul went to help him.
Came out to
CM
do
Punk.
our champ, and there's people in the back that I love to fight, and then Logan came out. You know what I mean? And they had words, and then the brother Bronze came out, and Logan was going to leave, but they started to jump Punk, and then Logan made the save and caught a tsunami, and Punk chased him out the ring. That was basically it.
Logan Paul could forgive student loan debt. Logan Paul could cure cancer. Logan Paul could end world hunger. I would not cheer that man. I will give credit to somebody else, but that man will never get cheered a day in my life.
Yeah, nah, I'm good on that. I'm A-OK on that.
But that was it.
All right. Anything else anybody want to say before we get out of here?
Nah.
All right.
Spread more love and less hate, everybody. We all we got. CMB.
Take care of each other, man.
Billionaires?
We the Parlay Boys, man.
Parlay Boys.
Hand.
All right, we're gonna get up out of here. Oh, I guess we didn't really talk about it, but no limit versus Cash Money. Real quick before we get out of here, we never really talked about it last week. No
Everybody
doubt.
want to talk about Jim Jones being a senior citizen, but your man Birdman is the worst, bro.
That nigga fell asleep on stage.
Like, how
Bro,
your man get mad because Turk wasn't there, but I ain't see Wayne there neither.
well, apparently Wayne would have been there. He said he would have showed up had everybody showed up. And since Turk wasn't there, Wayne wasn't going to be there. Because Wayne was like, he'll do it as long they got issues.
Yeah,
So Wayne
Yeah.
was like, I'll pull up, I'll be there. But I want, my only stipulation is I want everybody there. I want all the hot boys there. And I don't know why Turk wasn't there. I don't know what happened. One can only assume Baby has the reason for why he wasn't there. So it was no Turk, no Wayne. Allegedly, how the story goes.
but that shows you the difference in CEOs. Master
Mm-hmm.
P, no matter what, took care of his people, and it
Yeah,
showed.
yeah. And I told everybody, don't sleep on No Limit. No Limit got them deep hits.
He definitely did.
And shout out to Mia X, man. I felt like she had the best performance out of everybody in the verses. She held
Yeah,
it down.
shout out to Mia X.
Definitely did.
All right, we're gonna get up out of here. Let Me Talk podcast. I'm your host Ron Morrison. I'm here with Rem the Hatman Hart, Pusha P. We up out of here.